So I started off by researching what an emulator was and how it works, and I broke it down into segments so I could manage my time correctly. I then started working on the first part of the emulator, which was the CPU. But even then that was a bit too complicated, so I had to break down my project further into smaller chunks. So I started with something much easier called the Chip 8. I wrote an emulator for that first, and if that worked, then I knew I could continue further on my project. After all I had got everything, the emulator done, I then put it onto a Raspberry Pi and I was able to show people the games I could play on it. Programming has always been an interest in me, as well as low-level computing. I do want to do it at university, but I've always sort of done it in my spare time because there aren't any proper subjects that teach it. So I've always sort of done it in my spare time, but the EPQ was a way of actually setting deadlines for my project and actually being able to write it, actual code that meant something to someone rather than just for me. Well, I already know coding, but this was properly testing my coding. It also helped with project management because of the way the emulator was sort of all modular in itself. I was able to, the modular project sort of followed naturally, and the modular project actually helped so much because it allowed me to manage my time properly. But if you feel like it's going to be hard and you want to stop, just don't. Keep going, put more time into it, put more research into it. Eventually you'll get there. When I started my emulator, I didn't know actually how an emulator worked, but I researched it and put time into that, and then I understood that it was all just what actually was, and it actually came quite easy.